Nina Charles, Louisiana on Fire.
What's up, Louisiana? This is Louisiana on Fire. I'm Tim Davis, and this is Mrs. Nina Charles.
Hey,
So thank you for coming today.
you're welcome.
We are in your atmosphere, your place of business and everything. So I want to thank you for giving us the opportunity.
Of course.
If you guys haven't seen her, this is Miss Nina all the time. All the time. So she's not doing anything different that she wouldn't do on a normal basis for us. So want to thank you for giving us the opportunity. So, so thank you for today. Thank you for everything, for the food that you've given us as well.
You're welcome.
And, for the outfits, which we're going to get into the outfit. We're going to get into the outfit. Okay. Look, when we walked in here, John and I didn't know what to expect, but I'm glad.
It's Nina.
Yes, this is Nina. This is Nina. Yeah. So Nina, tell us about yourself. Tell us where you're from.
Yeah.
All that good stuff.
Okay. Well, I am from Carencro. I like to say Carencro because this is actually where it felt like home for us. But I was born in Lafayette. Spent most of my time in Lafayette up until maybe high school.
Yeah.
And then high school up until, don't want to tell I don't even care. I'm 42. I'll be 43 this month. But yeah, I've been in Carencro. Spent some time in Dallas as well. So a little over 15 years in Dallas, and then came back home.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well, first off, happy early birthday to you.
Thank you.
Happy early birthday. So I want to get that out of the way. So make sure y'all tell her happy birthday, guys, okay? And so you said Carencro. I'm from Carencro as well. You said you went to high school as well.
Yes.
So where did you attend high school?
Carencro High.
All right. Just check.
Hey, Bears.
Shout out to Carencro High. The Bears, we didn't go that far this year in football, but okay. Yeah, you got that.
Geez,
no, that's all right. You can put it back.
Right.
You got time. We good.
Okay.
Yeah. So you did that. So you went to Carencro. And then after that, what did you do after Carencro? You went to college or?
So yeah, after Carencro, I went to USL.
USL.
Oh, USL.
Not UL.
We don't. I don't acknowledge ULL. I'm a USL girl. Did that for about a year and a half until I got on academic probation. I was a little bit of too much of a party, and we had the keg.
You, huh? Not you.
You're right. You know what? You're right. Not me.
No,
not
I would.
Me.
No, that's
not me.
I would not believe that you would be on academic probation.
Yeah,
for
I don't think so
partying
either.
Too much.
Yeah.
No, I think they got you confused with something
else.
Rewind.
Yeah.
So you was on academic probation. What were you going to school for at the time?
Fashion design.
I am surprised.
Hello.
I would have never put that together that you would do fashion. Wow.
Yeah, man, and then from there, I spent a little time working at Checkers.
Nice.
On the north side. Hey.
Yes.
And then I was like, well, you know what? There's this art institute in Dallas. There was one in Houston, but they didn't offer fashion design. So I chose to go to one in Dallas.
Okay.
Got my degree there. It was like a year and a half. At the time, associates probably meant something when you got it.
It still does.
Okay, yeah, I heard from my field, it just didn't matter.
Oh, yeah, okay, I got you.
Whatever. And then I went back home. I felt like the people in Dallas were a little mean.
Yeah, I mean, Carencro is we're very homely.
Yes.
And
Louisiana.
Yes.
And
in general, family.
I wouldn't say that Dallas is mean now. It just felt like that at the time because you're used to walking down the street and waving and smiling, and you just wasn't getting that at the time in Dallas. And what I figured out is just everybody's just so busy and everybody's just going about their business and just don't stop to think, let me wave. And we're like, hey, how you doing? Come get something to eat.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It just wasn't the same. And I was crying every day. I was like, I'm going back home. Then I went back home. I worked at Singular Wireless. Y'all, I'm so old.
that doesn't exist anymore for you that don't know. AT&T.
AT&T. Now. Did that for a little bit. It was cool. But it wasn't enough money. It wasn't exciting. It just didn't seem like there was a whole lot of opportunity here.
Right.
So I went back to Dallas.
Back to the
I moved back to Dallas,
streets of Dallas.
Yeah, and went back to school. Got my degree, my bachelor's degree in fashion design and merchandising.
Yeah.
And then opened up a shoe store.
Come on, in Dallas.
Yes. Well, it wasn't actually a shoe store that you can come and shop in. I had a loft there, and I kept inventory there, and I would sell them online.
Okay. So when you did the fashion thing, were you trying to get into the shoe game like that, or was it like this, or like when you did fashion, was it because you started doing the shoes, but was it more than that at the time? Or?
It was. So when I did fashion in school, I was wearing the shoes. That's when I discovered what we see here is my favorite brand, which is a regular choice. So for those who watch the Netflix show, Is It Cake? Shameless plug, okay? I wear the shoes on there, and they're a regular choice. That's the brand I love. But at the time, I was into all fashion. So my senior project was fur bikinis. Listen, I love fur, okay?
No.
And no animals were harmed in the making of this
fake fur.
Chinchilla. And wait, fall,
my bad.
When fake is just so
yeah. Carencro, like Dallas, my bad. Yeah.
Fall.
Yeah. Fall fur.
Yeah, so I had fall fur bikinis, and stuff like that. I think there was the time of Carl Kanai.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Right.
Oh Lord, you're right. Carl Kanai, he came out with these. I saw an Arsenio Hall show or something like that. He had these fur bikinis. I was like, man, that's awesome. How do I do that? And so I sold some fur bikinis, and yeah.
So fur bikinis. So you were selling that, and then it turned into the shoes.
Well, I wasn't selling it. It was just a senior project.
Gotcha.
But I did wear it. I'm kind of ashamed to say where I wore it at, though. But
church.
Not Tim.
When you say shame, I'm like, okay, how can you be shamed?
This is more like, okay, during my day, this is when Kappa Beach was like the thing, right? So I made a mistake and put this on at Kappa Beach. I immediately went back in my room and changed, because if you know Kappa Beach, you know it ain't no place to wear a fur bikini to where it's just really not covering much, and you're the attention, and it's just a lot. It's a lot. That's all I'm gonna say. It's just a lot.
Wow. So the fur bikini at the Kappa.
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah.
At the Kappa.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's interesting.
I lived an interesting life.
Yeah, well, we gonna get into that for sure. I wasn't expecting to go right. You just got out of high school and already.
Wait a minute now. Not just okay. So I graduated early. Not early. I mean, I was smart and all.
You're still smart.
Still smart. Yeah. But I graduated at 17 because my birthday is December 23rd, and some people don't make that cutoff or whatever. Well, I graduated when I was 17, went to college or whatever, and then went to Dallas when I just turned 21. So the fur bikini didn't come till 21. Okay, it's not straight out of high school.
Sorry about that.
I mean, not that that's a problem, but I still operated like I was in the high school, but that's just another story.
Yeah. Well, so with the shoes though, so I see we got some here. So can you tell me a little bit about these shoes that you have here?
Yeah. So I'm gonna start with this one because that's one of my favorites. It's Christmas.
Yes.
So Christmas is one of my favorite holidays because, hello, I'm so close to Jesus's, well, what we consider Jesus's birthday.
Yes.
Mine is the 23rd. His is the 25th.
Right.
20, however you want to do it, And these kind of open up. You have some little gingerbread playing there. You have Santa here. And then my favorite from Irregular Choice Collections is when they started doing like these character heels. So for this one, I have a little Santa here. There's some with Mickey Mouse. There's some with Hello Kitty. There's a bunch of them.
Yeah.
And then we move on to, this one. Oh, this is a good one. So I used to love ballerinas, right? I used to have this little I'm gonna get you to do this because I have nails on, so this might be
we don't want you to
a little crazy. Nails. So you see this little thing, you're just gonna turn it and
turn that.
crank it a little bit.
All right, let's see.
So in my Shoe store. I was the first to carry the first ever ballerina shoe.
Y'all hear that? Yeah.
I don't know if they still make these things, but there were jewelry boxes where the ballerina
it pops out. Yeah, my little girl has one.
And they would turn and play the little music. So that does that there. I thought that was so amazing.
So you still wear these?
Yes, when I can. Okay. Yeah. You won't catch me with it on the food truck, but it happens.
Because I mean, I had to ask because, like, watching, which we gonna get into that. Let's get into right now. With is it Kate?
Yeah.
I saw the shoes that you were wearing, like. So I was interested. I was like, I had to ask, where did it? So you've always been doing this?
Yes. So in middle school, I want to say it's either middle school or high school. I always wanted to be different. So I started wearing different. Then meant that you wore like clog heels that looked like they were from the 70s or whatever. But then I wanted to be extra and show my artistic abilities because I paint, I draw. I haven't done much of it lately, but back then, Animaniacs. Yes. I was so obsessed.
Animaniacs.
Hello. So I painted on my book sack, but I would also paint them on my shoes and my nails. Listen, so the nails that you see now with all the characters and the jewels, I've been there, done that. Okay.
That's old news.
Hello.
Y'all need to catch up.
Hello.
Catch up. She passed that.
Yeah. So I started off with that, and then it wasn't until college where I discovered this brand called A Regular Choice.
Yeah.
And they weren't quite doing as extravagant as these were back in 99, 2000, 2001, whatever. But they got there.
Right.
And I've been obsessed with them ever since. So that's like 20 years. 20 years.
Yeah, give or take.
Yeah. I'm so proud of it.
Yeah, I mean, good and you got these on. I mean,
hello.
I'm not sure if you guys can see them right now, but yeah, she got them.
I got them. Okay, I was actually in Trinidad. Okay, so yeah.
Go.
That's another story. Okay?
Yeah, we'll get there too.
So the shoes went viral.
Yeah,
remember that?
Yes.
Okay, so I think the first time it went viral, it crashed. I probably was one of the ones who made it crash. But what ended up happening, they emailed me and said, "Hey, it said website crashed. We actually sold out before you could purchase, so they refunded or something like that."
Yeah.
And then so I was like, "Well, it wasn't meant to be." I'm in Trinidad
trying to buy.
We'll get there. Yeah. I get a notification these shoes are available. They're gonna drop, and you can buy them, but they won't ship till later.
Yeah.
Because they didn't expect what happened
to blow up like it did, right?
So I'm like, oh, doing my little Trinidad thing. Wait a minute. My shoes are back. It's a sign. It's a sign.
Right.
So I hopped on there, got my shoes, got my little notification. You got them.
And here we are.
Yeah, and actually, I'm wearing them for the first time on the show. You're so special.
Thank you. See, guys, you see it first.
Yes,
look, these are Carencro. Carencro is sporting these, man.
Yes,
we got this, man. We out here. We put Carencro on the map right now.
Exactly.
With these shoes. Do you wear those when you're on the food truck?
I might.
Yeah.
I think I should.
I mean, those look, because they're flat, they look safer than running around in the heels.
I mean, well, I don't mind wearing these either, because listen, so what A Regular Choice did was, not only did they make them all extravagant, they put noise with them and bubbles and stuff. So this one actually.
Oh, wow. It's like a wand. So
magic, right? Yeah.
So when you walk around,
when you walk, let me put that on mic. When you walk, it actually plays this magical music, and not only that, it comes with its own bubble pack.
It comes with bubbles.
I get so excited. Oh my god!
It comes with bubbles.
Excited! It comes with. It comes with bubbles.
Man, look at this. We got bubbles. We got the shoes. We got these shoes.
Hello?
I mean. Wow.
Shoes that comes with bubbles.
Look, once again, guys, Carencro, Louisiana. This is what we're doing. Look, this is why Louisiana's on fire right here.
Yes.
This is what you get. Oh, wait, hold on now.
Oh, okay.
You got those accessories though.
I couldn't keep it on my head.
You got to tell me about the accessories too.
Yes,
you wore those on the show as well.
Yes, I had the cat ears on the show. I do like to accessorize this nice blonde hair, naturally mine. Just kidding, you guys. But these are my reindeer ones.
Reindeer ones.
Yeah, these are
so you got
so
cat
cute.
ears, reindeer ears.
I have Halloween. What's that little Halloween skeleton guy? A lot of children watch him. I can't think of the name of him.
What is from John? You know that one.
Yeah. What's the name of that? He has the round white skeleton face.
Is it a Nightmare Before Christmas?
Nightmare, yes.
Yeah.
I have those.
You got that.
So I have a few of them. Yeah. So we love headgear. And if I'm on the food truck, you'll normally catch me with a baseball cap.
Okay.
Christmas, it'll be like a reindeer baseball cap or gingerbread baseball cap.
So you're still in the season. You still
exactly.
Yeah, you still reverent regardless.
It's hard on a food truck because it's hot. You're working. It's it's food all over the place. To be you, right?
Yeah.
So any chance that I can, I will, just like the gingerbread hat.
Yeah. Well, look, let me go back, because when you said, you just felt different and everything. So tell me, growing up, like when you were growing up, tell me about that.
Yeah. So I guess I'll start when I was smaller. It's not necessarily that this different being what they call weird had hit me. Like I mean, it's not like I grew up like that. Like I was smaller and that's what I wanted to dress different or whatever. I was quiet. I was a quiet little kid. I would go everywhere with my mom. Yes, quiet. Some people still know me as quiet. Okay, Tim, I don't know what you're talking about, but some people know me as quiet. But back in the day, I would go to like dances and hold my mom's hand or whatever, because there was dances at the Martin Luther King Center.
Right.
Shout out to the people who went to the Martin Luther King Center dances. And I would hold her hand. I just wasn't a real social child.
Yeah.
But I think maybe in middle school or something, there was this thing in me that just wanted to kind of stand out.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know where it came from, but it was like, oh, well, and maybe it's a creative, artistic thing for artist type people.
Yeah.
So I started painting on my shoes, painting on my book sacks. And then it became a thing where I got teased for it. Yeah, I got teased for it a little bit, and I wouldn't say bullied. I didn't get beat up or anything, but people would say mean things.
Right.
And instead of curling up in a shell, I actually rebelled against it. So if you're gonna tease me for this, I'm gonna act out even more.
Yeah.
I'm gonna do even more. I'm gonna wear my hair a certain way. I'm gonna do this with my nails or whatever. Some people thought it was cute. Some people laughed. Some boys thought I was fine, but she's weird. It was
man.
Shout out to the boy at USL. I still remember this. Okay, so I used to have inflatable.
Don't say his name though.
I don't remember his name.
Okay, all right. Okay.
It was on the USL basketball team. Okay, I was walking to Griffin Hall. I'm so traumatized. I had on inflatable shoes.
What you mean inflatable shoes?
Oh my gosh! So I used to have an inflatable bed.
Okay.
Inflatable sofa.
Yeah.
Inflatable table.
Yeah.
So why not have inflatable shoes?
Why not?
So it was like these shoes with 5-inch platform heels.
Okay.
But the top part you could blow up.
Yeah.
So I had those, and I'm walking, and he's like, "What planet is she from?" Loud, and everybody just buzzed out laughing. I was like, whatever.
Yeah.
And then I just walk off, but I was that girl.
But you were that girl. You still that girl. Like you to where you like, you know what? I'm out here.
Yeah.
This is me.
I feel like it those things, regardless of how right now it seems minuscule, right?
Mm-hmm.
Back then when you're a young person and don't know how to deal with those type of
very
things,
impressionable.
Yes. And you want to curl, you want to die. You want to die. But older, it gets better. Right. Like once you start accepting this is who you are, people gonna be who they're going to be, but you're unique, you're different, you're special.
Yeah.
look what happens.
Right.
You get a TV show on Netflix.
There you go. Right.
One of the best streaming services out there.
Exactly.
Hello?
Yeah.
So I don't want people to PSA.
I was going to say, like, tell the young viewers out there.
Yes, young people, be who you are, regardless of what the world thinks of, what anybody thinks of you. Just be who you are.
Yeah.
It's amazing to live your truth.
Yes.
And amazing things will come.
Right. Just be patient.
Yes.
And just be you. Yes. Just be you. You look, walking testament right
here. Yes.
So you did that, and you've grown, you know, because you've gone through some things, you know, like you said and whatnot, but you've grown, you're confident in yourself and whatnot, and it led you to the TV show.
Yes.
So let's go to the cooking thing. How did you start cooking? Where did that come from?
Oh my gosh. So I've never, like, we're going to start here. I hate when people call me chef. I'm not a chef. Okay. It feels like high expectations to live up to.
Like Gordon Ramsay?
Exactly. Yeah. I didn't grow up wanting to be a cook, a chef, or nothing. I wouldn't. Who's going to cook the food for me?
Yeah.
Okay? Because I don't want to do it. I only learned how to cook because I had to survive when I moved to Dallas. No, when I was growing up, Maw Maw.
Yeah.
In most homes, Maw Maw was the cook. So I didn't have to until I moved to Dallas.
Became independent.
Hello. First time I smothered some pork chop. Shit, can I curse?
You can do it.
Okay, shit was white as hell. Okay. And I thought I did something, but it was it tasted good, but it was just I don't know if it was actually cooked.
I don't know. Some pork
sick.
So the pork chops was white.
It was white.
You smothered them.
Pink.
Did you smother them with like what's a white substance that we can? I don't know.
It wasn't even
milk. Did you?
No, don't try to do it, Tim. Not milk.
I mean, you said it was white, so I'm just trying to.
It wasn't cooked on the outside all the way. It was something. Okay, I remember it was something, and we practiced. We got.
Yeah, you good.
So I had pork chops.
Pork chops, got you.
Pork chops. I was in love with Church's chicken at the time. So
all right.
Pork chop and Church's chicken, but then I learned how to cook crawfish etouffee. Oh shit! Oh shit! Listen, this was me and Maw Maw bonding time because I called Maw Maw. How you whip this crawfish?
Oh yeah, so you call Maw on the phone.
Hello, Maw Maw. What's going on? How we do this? Little cream of mushroom, little crawfish or whatever. Now at the time, I'm a broke college student.
Yeah.
Maw Maw telling me to use Louisiana crawfish. I'm like, girl,
I got the money for that.
Okay, we go to the store. It's like $15, Maw Maw.
Yeah.
Hello, go and get this Chinese crawfish from Thibodeau or whatever.
Right.
We did that for a little bit. We made that work.
Yeah.
We made that work. 2 dishes.
Boom.
But then we was like, oh, we could do something with this box of hamburger helper fettuccine. Oh, put some seasoning in it. And some crawfish.
Yeah.
3. Ooh. Okay. What else I had? Ooh, steak.
Okay.
Oh, hello, steak and shrimp. That was my fried, old school fried egg batter, flour, whatever.
Look, don't give everybody your secrets now.
No, that ain't no secrets because I don't do it no more. I don't know how to. Okay. I ain't did it in a minute. I think when I tried last year, it was burnt and it's just not my thing. That's why I'm not a chef. Hello. So I had 4 dishes.
Yeah.
So, them boys and dad. Listen, I had 4 dishes and they thought I was just this Creole little thing cooking it up with my little 4 dishes. Now, they didn't last long enough for them to understand that that's all I had was 4 dishes. They were just impressed. They were just impressed with my little 4 dishes.
Yeah.
That's the story of my life.
You made them 4 dishes spread, so that's good.
Yes.
Yeah.
Later on, I tried a few things, cried in the kitchen, had a boyfriend or 2, like, yeah, I could cook it up and really did.
Yeah.
But, yeah. Come on. Okay, but I forgot where it was going. Whoa.
How you got the cooking, yes. Okay.
So fast forward, sorry y'all. Fast forward. I'm here. I had moved back from Dallas. Well, not necessarily made the decision to move back to Dallas.
Okay.
I had been in a lengthy relationship, had me depressed. I just wanted to get away from the city.
Yeah.
Right. And so I came home. Then COVID happened.
Yeah.
So at the time I was working at Liberty Mutual as a claims adjuster.
Oh, Liberty.
Yes. So we're not in fashion design. We're doing claim adjusting.
Yeah,
that's another story. Okay.
Yeah, that's definitely
that's another
fashion.
Story. Yeah. So claim adjusting, and I could work from. Well, I wasn't. No, I lied. I wasn't claim adjusting. I was actually analyst. I was kind of meeting with the big wigs and telling them what was going on, what was wrong, blah blah blah, what was going right. But you could work from home.
Yeah.
So I would talk to my boss, hey, can I, I don't want to take a leave of absence. Let me go home, work from home from Louisiana, just get a peace of mind or whatever. So then COVID happened.
Right.
And then she was like, well, just stay there. I was like, girl, hell, okay. So then there was this crawfish boudin king cake.
Yes.
It went viral.
Right. Mm-hmm.
I forgot where the girl was from. It went viral. No offense. Okay. It looked bland. I'm sorry. It looked like it didn't have enough seasoning, like my white pork chop.
Okay, yeah.
It looked like
all right.
that.
It was lacking seasoning.
Yeah, so I was like, let me Google. Let me see what I can spice up to this. This seemed like a project I can take on.
Right.
And I did it. Oh, that thing tasted so good. Oh.
It wasn't white.
Listen, no, it wasn't white.
It was cooked.
And then I have my Maw there as my taste tester.
Oh, what Maw said?
My Maw, that's it, Nina, that's it. So because I know when she lying, and I know when she.
Yeah, what she do when she lying to you?
It's good. It's good. It don't be good. It don't be good, Mama.
Right.
It don't be
she
good.
telling stories. Okay, you can't tell her she lying.
You don't want to hurt
story.
my feelings. You don't want to hurt. You know how my Maws are.
Yeah.
She don't want to hurt my feelings, but I know when it's not good. But it was good.
Yeah.
She's like, oh, Nina. She kept eating it. I was like, oh, okay, we got something right here.
On to something.
Okay. So then I posted on social media.
Yeah.
People start asking, you selling that? What's going on? Me, okay, not that I'm all about my coins, but I'm about a coin, okay? I'm about a coin.
I can tell, yeah.
Okay, so
I can tell.
I'm like, oh, yeah, we selling this. Like, how much we gonna sell this for? Posted, people bought. Shout out to Rhonda. Rhonda bought some, and then she told everybody. And then it spread. People started buying. Now, at the time, I'm just selling from the house.
Yeah.
So we selling Boudin King cakes. It goes past Mardi Gras. I'm still selling them because they're good and they're still asking for them. Then I have a friend from Dallas. She sees me cooking, so assumes I'm cooking.
Right.
She was like, well, Nina, look at this. Can you do this? It was some egg rolls. Now, at that point,
good egg rolls.
I only had maybe 1 or 2 egg rolls in my life. I didn't know what an egg roll was. I didn't know where it come from.
But you was in Dallas.
I understand. Listen, there's a lot of things that I haven't had. I haven't had peanut butter till I was 30. So it's just, I wasn't very adventurous back then. Yes. So
we're going to get to that too.
Yeah.
I mean, because if you say peanut butter, I mean, I like smooth peanut butter. Chunky?
Yeah,
chunky is funky, but yeah, you go right ahead.
Chunky is funky. But it was some egg rolls, and I think it was from Raoul's in Baton Rouge or something like that. I didn't know what was going on with it, so I Googled, and voodoo rolls came up. So voodoo rolls is something from New Orleans, and it showed the recipe.
Right.
But their recipe had like the crawfish, the shrimp, and like cabbage that comes in normal egg rolls or whatever. Right. I was like, I don't eat cabbage. I don't eat slaw. I don't eat. So what can we do to make this different? Because this not it. Right.
This ain't it, though.
This ain't it. And then they had, I think they had cheese, but they didn't have pepper jack. Pepper jack is a thing down here. Right. So I'm like, yeah, let me put a little pepper jack in there. What we got here? So we have crawfish, we have shrimp, we have I put some smoked sausage up in there.
Come on.
Now, I'm not a chef. I'm just like, this might taste good. Yeah. It might not. We're just going to figure it out. I put 3 different cheeses.
You just pull that shit out the freezer. Let me.
Just snatch it.
Let me get.
Hello.
All right.
Hello. Yeah. Okay. Not showing it.
Did you write it down? Did you know what you was like?
No. we was bored. Me and my mom was, at the time, I was in the big house. That's what we're going to call it. Big house.
The big house.
Me and my mom.
Not prison. She's not talking about prison.
No, not prison. Not. I've done some things, but not. We ain't landed in prison. But we were bored, so I'm just experimenting, and I did the roll. I let my mom taste it. My mom kept eating it. My mom kept like, my mom, what we gonna call these things? And she called it the Creole seafood roll.
Ooh.
So we posted the Creole seafood roll. So not only did we selling from the house crawfish boudin and king cakes, we had Creole seafood rolls going. Right. So we did that. Hey y'all, on this date, y'all come on, send me Cash App or whatever. Y'all come on to the house and pick this up. I had one little deep fryer.
Really?
The desktop deep fryer. We had them orders rolling. Okay. It had got to the point.
You and Mama.
Me and Mama. We had got to the point where it had got so busy that my mom made a sign to direct people back and forth. Yeah. And we had 3 acres of land. The line ended up going to the back of our land. That's how busy I was. And I was like, oh my gosh, I might have something. I might need to do something with this. So fast forward, came up with crab cake rolls. Yeah. It's the most expensive, but it's the most delicious as well.
Is Maw certified?
It is Maw Maw. Oh, it's her favorite. It's my favorite too.
Certified. If Maw Maw put a stamp on it, then you know it's good.
And I ain't a cheap girl, so I'm like the expensive stuff, So the crab cakes are the best. The crab cakes are the best. So we did. It was those 2 rolls, crawfish boudin and king cake. And one time I did boudin, but that's a lot of work. So I'm gonna leave that to the boudin people.
Gotcha.
But I ended up fast forward, quit my job.
No more liberty.
No more liberty. Got a food truck. Drove that thing back to Houston. Almost killed myself.
Oh Lord.
Yeah.
You don't know how to drive? What happened?
Oh, it was a trailer on one axle. Oh. And I don't know nothing about trailers. So you go on the highway, I'm doing 80. I'm trying to do 80.
Yeah, that's how they drive.
And it went woo. Yeah. I was like, this man pulled me over. I was like, hey, I don't know what's going on, but are you okay? I was like, no, I'm not okay, but we're going to be okay. So then I ended up taking the back roads and driving like 50 miles per hour to get this food truck trailer here. Yeah. We got it here. I think I lost the little side rail or something, but we got it here. And I launched on January 31st, 2021. Okay. Yeah. So it's almost 3 years. Yeah. And yeah, I launched with 2. I like to think it's crazy to think back on this because it was 2 egg rolls and crawfish boudin and king cakes and cake bowls because I had to put in the cake stuff. Right. Cake bowls, and I gave away some king cakes on a stick. King cakes to go. And that was it. And I saw about 100 some, maybe more people that day within 3 hours. Wow. We had a DJ. We had the neighborhood lit. We was in Macomb, VZ.
Come on,
we had the neighborhood going, popping, okay? And that was it. That I never looked back. I never went back to Dallas or Liberty Mutual.
No, they all came to see Nina Charles. That.
Shout out to everybody, by the way, because I like to brag on the people because if it was not for them and the word of mouth, I don't know where I would be. Right. I don't spend any money on advertising. None. Wow. Like I would just go and they would come. Yeah. They would spread the word. And I'm not perfect, but I do like to work hard and make sure everything is consistent. Yeah. And the best quality. Because we're no longer using Chinese crawfish now. We left that in Dallas, right, okay? Yeah. We move up to the Louisiana crawfish, the best shrimp. Sometimes the crab is so fresh, my vendor is still peeling them. So, and that's what somebody told me. It's about the consistency and the quality that I offer. And they've been coming.
Man, ever since then.
Yeah. Yeah.
Wow, you've really made a name for yourself.
I did. Yeah. I'm very blessed, and I wake up in the morning thinking, what did I do to deserve this? Yeah. Because last year we hit 6 figures. This year we doubled it.
Come on.
Next year I'm looking to add another truck. So
that's amazing. That is amazing. Yeah. I'm glad to hear that.
Thank you.
That is wow. And to say you're from Carencro, and look
from Carencro. Exactly. You don't, when you grow up in small town, you really don't think about those things. You don't think about being on Netflix.
Right.
And it was crazy because when I was in Dallas, I used to have this little box. It's like a prayer box or manifestation type of thing. And I would write down what I want.
Yeah.
And it was 2016 when I had the shoe store and I started the cake business. Another store.
Yeah.
I started a cake business. I had wrote down a few things, but I just kind of left it there because I got busy and I just kind of forgot about it. Well, the other day I went in there and one of the cards says, "I wish to be on TV." I was like, I couldn't understand why I had did that in the first place because that's never been a goal of mine. I didn't care about TV. I was too shy. I was too self-conscious. I didn't want to see myself on the big screen.
Yeah.
I think at the time, people were seeing the cakes that I was baking and thought I should be on Cake Wars.
Right.
At the time, that was like a big thing.
Yeah.
And so in life, I would kind of go by what people told me what they thought of me or whatever.
Let them guide you.
Right. So I had put I want to be on TV because probably somebody had told me you should be on Cake Wars or something like that. So I was like, oh, that sounds cool. Let's just put it in
there, see what happens.
Yeah. And it ended up manifesting. It's kind of crazy.
Yeah, no, it's very crazy. It's like it's all about what you can, what is it? The law of attraction.
Exactly.
The law of attraction.
Exactly.
So, what you want, you put it out there in the universe.
Right.
And you do what you can to bring it closer to you. So
right.
You did it in 2016, but it happened.
It happened. And it happened big because it wasn't Cake Wars is good. Mm-hmm. It's on Food Network, but it's not Netflix.
Right, yeah.
It wasn't my time.
Right.
Netflix was my time.
Yeah.
Netflix, we weren't only top 10 for that show for a week. It went past a week. And it wasn't only in the US, it was Brazil, it was Trinidad, it was these international.
That's why you went to Trinidad.
Well, not quite.
Not quite. Okay.
But I mean, I got people from all over the country. I think Nina Bakes Cakes was at 2,000 followers. It went up to 16,000 followers. TikTok went up a few thousand. My personal pages went up.
Yeah.
So all these people and they're telling me, these wonderful things, which it's crazy because you would look at me and think that I have like this confidence, this. But I've always, and it's something I'm working to go to therapy. It helps.
There you go.
But another PSA. But I've always thought that I wasn't good enough.
Really?
And I don't think people see that.
Was that you telling yourself that, or were you feeling that other people were saying that? Were they really saying that to you? How'd that get in your mind?
It was me. And then it would be sometimes like when I would try for something and wouldn't win or get it. Mm-hmm. And it would consistently keep happening, but you've worked so hard.
Yeah.
You've done this, you've done all the right things, and you're still not. So you feel like you're not good enough. You're not good enough. Just like the show on Netflix. I didn't, for spoiler alert, but I mean, if you haven't seen it by now, it's been probably almost 2 years now. We're on season 2. Shout out to Kayla, who's from Lafayette, who's on season 2. But I didn't win. Mm-hmm. And although I was on 8 episodes and I won 1 episode, I worked very hard. And you don't get to see the behind the scenes, and I can't say too much about.
I was going to ask
what happens, but reality TV is what it is. But it felt like I wasn't good enough because I didn't win.
Yeah.
But I worked hard, and my talent was there. And even in the final episode, they knew what my talent was. And even though I wasn't the 3 competing for the main prize, I was the first chosen to help.
Right.
Because they knew what I brought to the table.
Right.
Yeah. So it's crazy because these TV shows, when you go in there, you see a psychologist before to make sure you're in your right state of mind.
Wow.
And it's a cake show. You would think like, but it trust me, you need it. And then after, they make you see the psychologist to make sure you're okay.
Wow.
I told them I was okay, but deep down, I stayed in bed for probably a month.
Really?
Yeah.
After?
Mm-hmm. Because I just felt like I wasn't good enough. And why am I doing this? Why it's just not, yeah.
But it just wasn't that wasn't your time. That wasn't what was destined for you.
Yeah.
You know
but
what I'm saying?
I felt like I got there, I prayed while I was in the studio room. It should have happened. It should have been my thing. And it wasn't. And there's some reasons why it wasn't.
Yeah.
But at this point, I've accepted it.
Right.
At this point, I've accepted what it has brought to me.
Yeah.
Because even though I didn't win in the show.
On the show itself. Right.
The viewers, there was a whole Twitter thing like Nina should have won.
Yeah.
Did you see those cups compared to her bowl of chips? They were going hard on the other contestants. But people saw.
Mm-hmm.
And I got a lot of business in Nina Creole and Nina Bakes Cakes.
Right.
So even though I didn't win the money and prize for the final show, I got that back.
Yeah.
In revenue.
Yeah. You didn't win that title, but you won overall.
Right. And then it felt like not only money, because I'm not all about, I know I'm, this looks flashy or whatever.
It's fall though.
It's fall. But to see like the children just get so excited.
Right.
to run up to the truck, to want to take a picture with me. And I'm still like, oh, I'm just Nina, y'all. But them still wanting to kind of be in my presence or whatnot. And sometimes just be an inspiration.
Absolutely.
Right? Absolutely. That's winning.
Yes.
That's winning.
Yeah, you're an inspiration to my oldest, Braxton.
Oh, awesome.
When I told her I was coming here, she's like, Daddy, tell Miss Nina I said, hey. I said, I will, baby. And I will take her to see you at the food truck and everything. You are touching a lot of lives. A lot of young lives as well. So keep doing what you're doing. I always tell this to my friends too who might be struggling with some stuff at times, is that you're heading, it's like you're driving, right?
Mm-hmm.
You're going to a destination.
Mm-hmm.
You don't have to stay on that same route to get to that destination. Yeah. Sometimes you gotta pull over here, you gotta pull over there, you gotta take this exit, you gotta take that exit. But the destination remains the same.
Right.
And I feel that you've gotten to the destination, but there's more coming with that same destination than yours. So you may have not won that title on the show, but you've won in life though. So
yeah, thank you.
You keep doing what you're doing. You are an inspiration to everybody, and even the people in Carencro who maybe have aspirations of going to Dallas or something. Like they see you doing that you've done that. I can do that too.
Yes.
So that's all. You got it.
Thank you. Thank you.
Let me ask you this. So with the baking though, how did the baking start?
Okay, so I wasn't a baker either.
Everything just fell in.
No, and that's the type of person I am. Like I just see something and I'm like, oh, I could do that. Now I probably couldn't. Like I could probably perform heart surgery, but it probably wouldn't be that successful. So we're not going to attempt to do any type of heart surgery in this lifetime.
No.
But
if it's a cake, if it's like a cake, I think you can do it.
That part.
Right.
So cakes. I was trying to. My brother has 2 kids.
Yeah.
Now.
Shout out to Drew.
Hey, Drew. But the first, which is my godchild, is Braden, and for his first birthday, I wanted to recreate a memory that I have with my mom baking the cakes for my birthday.
Yeah.
Or whatnot. She told me it's her and my Aunt Becky, who's my godmother. So they both would make these cakes, and to me, they may seem so simple now, like a little picture of Minnie Mouse on the cake and a sheet cake or whatever. But at the time, that was huge, right? And that was amazing to me, and I've always kept that indelible impression with me. And I wanted to recreate that with him. So I tried. Yeah. I looked at Pinterest. Oh, yeah, that looks easy.
I could do this.
Yeah.
Heart surgery.
Oh my gosh, it was a fail. It was such a huge fail.
And he was there with you as this is going on?
No.
Okay, I'm about to say, because that would have been
the party's going on and I'm supposed to deliver the cake or whatever. So I'm en route. Parts of the cake is falling apart.
Man.
It was looking like a mudslide. It was a hot mess, okay? So I get there and I'm like, Drew, I tried, but don't show. I mean, it tastes good, so you can cut it, but don't show anybody the cake. Like,
cut slices now. Just give it to people.
Oh my gosh, please. So he has these friends, Kyle, Doug. Okay, they're like, Nina, heard you did the cake. Kyle, Doug, please leave me alone. Okay. Let's take out the cake. No, no, let's not take out the cake, Nina. Let's not take out Kyle and Doug. They take out the cake. They take a picture with me and the cake, and I'm like, yeah. You know. But it was a fail. We had fun. We made light of it. Next year, I was determined.
Yeah,
we're gonna make this a win. Okay, we're gonna do this.
Coming for y'all.
Okay, right. I'm gonna watch all the YouTube videos. Do whatever I have to do to make this cake a cake.
Yeah.
At the time, his thing was Snoopy. I was like, all right, Snoopy cake. All right. So I get on there. Oh, you're supposed to let the thing sit this much time, and you can't just be traveling in a hot car and all this stuff. Okay, we can do that. It made it. Oh my God, it made it. Oh, thank you, Jesus. Thank you, Jesus. It made it. It made it. He had his little Snoopy cake with Snoopy laying down on top of the little house, little red house, with grass. And I was so proud. So I posted it. I was like, oh my gosh, Nina, you did that? I was like, yeah, that's me. Well, can you make this cake for ching ching? Yes. Okay, ching ching. So then a bitch became a baker. Here we are now.
So that's how it came up, like that.
Yes, just like that.
Made you godchild a cake.
Yes.
First go around.
It was yeah.
Second go around.
Yeah.
Boom, we made it. We got it.
So it wasn't the artistic part of it that was a fail. It was mostly the technique, the medium,
right?
The stuff. Because, like I said, I'm an artist. I've dealt with clay, charcoal, whatever. But when it came to fondant and just sculpting a cake or whatever, I thought it was just as easy as sculpting clay or whatever. It was not. And so we learned that the hard way on the worst day ever, but we made it.
Yeah. Now look at you now.
Look at me now.
Yeah, you make it like what, wedding cakes and like, I mean, you making all kind of stuff, right?
We are. I even did a cake in Bali.
Really?
My friend, I didn't post it yet, but one of my closest friends got married in Bali, and it was my pleasure to do the cake.
You did it in Bali?
I did it in Bali.
I'm about to say, because how you gonna like make it like have a cake travel to Bali?
So I traveled with the stuff to make the cake. Yeah, but it wasn't enough stuff, so we had to get on a little scooter in Bali. Shout out to the people of Bali because they put me on a scooter. Yeah, and we went to the grocery store. I didn't know what sugar was sugar and this and that, but we figured it out. Okay, we figured it out, and it was hot.
Made it happen.
It was hot as hell.
I believe it. Yeah. But you know how to deal with cakes in hot, because when they said about that cake in the hot car, you knew what to do.
I did.
Yeah.
We took it out and then we put it right back in.
Yeah.
Okay, we made it work.
So you still doing wedding cakes, or?
I am. It's only because I had a goal for Nina Creole.
Yeah.
This year, 2023, and I felt like when you're trying to balance too many things, you lose solid focus of one thing, right? And you don't get to where you need to be as soon as you need to.
Right.
So I decided to focus more on Nina Creole because, to be honest, cakes are cakes. They make some good money, but not like food truck money.
Ah, okay.
Okay. And so I want to build that. I also want to relinquish some of the control I have over things and teach other people how to do what I do.
Oh.
So that then I can go back to cakes and doing what I really want to do with cakes, which is not necessarily, I love wedding cakes and realistic cakes and stuff like that. I love the reaction from the people I do the cakes for. But that's never been my thing.
Yeah.
It's been a job for me.
Right.
I like doing it because it's artistic. But I like the freedom. See, when you get customers, you have to do what they want.
Yeah, what they're looking for.
And at their time.
Right.
as an artist, it's kind of hard to switch your mind to that sometimes. So now the focus for 2024 is to be more of the social influencer.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, you definitely can do that already, because I know you're probably gonna get more shoes like that probably, and all kinds of different stuff. I mean, they're gonna ask you to wear this and wear that, so I can see that happening.
Yeah, and more the company contracts, because shout out to Netflix again. Because with that, Bojangles, we have one in Louisiana now. So good. Oh my gosh, so good. So they saw me on Netflix and was like, "Hey, we're celebrating. I think it was their 45th or maybe their 40th. Anniversary. They flew me out to make a one of a kind cake for them and just kind of go to the different news outlets and everything and say, "Hey, this is Bojangles." They really wanted to talk more about me and then just mention Bojangles' anniversary, which was amazing. So again, one of those pluses that came from the Netflix thing. Yeah.
Look at this. This is amazing.
And those contracts are nice.
Yeah, I'm sure they are. Sure they are. But, so how did the Netflix thing come about for you though? Like, did somebody like, "Hey, you need to do that. Let me I'm gonna send your name out to be a contestant." Was it like that, or did you like, "Hey, I want to try this"? How did that Netflix come about for you?
No, like I said earlier, I've never been into TV.
Yeah.
So I wasn't applying for these things. I think one year while I was at Liberty Mutual as a claim adjuster, somebody reached out to me and say, "Hey, we have this TV show. Do you want to try out?" And I was like, "Yeah, sure, whatever." So on first, I wasn't into it, and then they needed me to have a partner, so I got a partner. We got to the final part of it. I forget what cake show it was, but I think it was on Food Network. And he decided that he didn't want to do it anymore. So now I was kind of like, okay, whatever. I guess that puts you in a database or something like that.
Oh, okay.
And so back in April maybe of 2021, the 2021, 22, something like that. Somebody kept calling. I wasn't answering. I'm not gonna lie. I was like, let's send it to voicemail.
Right.
And I finally listened to the voicemail and it's like, "Hey, we're from casting Western, whatever." And I still wouldn't answer. So one day something nudged me to call them back. And I called back the casting agent and they were like, "Hey, we're with such and such. We want to see if you want to do a film for this show that we're pitching."
Mm-hmm.
At that time, I didn't know it was Netflix. I didn't know what it was. They were like, "We're just looking for realistic cake designers." And I was like, "All right, well, I ain't got nothing better to do. So sure, let's go for it." So I get all dressed up. She was like, "Oh, you got shoes?" So I put on the shoes or whatever, blah, blah, blah. I was like, "All right, well, we're going to film this part. I'm going to interview you, blah, blah, blah." I was like, still, I don't know what's going on.
Right.
"Yeah, I like to do this, blah, blah. This is Nina, blah, blah, blah." She's like, "All right, well, I'll go ahead and pitch it." So she pitched it. I was like, "Nina, they want to talk to you." It's like, "Oh, okay. Well, all right." She's like, "Okay, so it's for one of the top streaming networks. Still not putting it together." And blah, blah, blah. "So just be yourself, blah, blah, blah." I'm like, "All right." So they come and I'm baking a cake and I'm like, "All right, so what do y'all want or whatever?" Not trying to be rude, but I'm busy. Hello. It's like, "Hey, we're from Netflix." And I was like, "Oh, Netflix?" Netflix, you say? "Yeah, and we just want to learn a little bit more about you, blah, 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 blah." I was like, "Oh, okay. This is kind of serious. Let me pay attention." So, so then I start talking to them, and then it just kind of went whoosh from there because it was like April, and then we were filming in June.
Wow.
Yeah. So I had to be ready to go, and we stayed a month. We filmed it for a month because I'm on 8 episodes. Of the Netflix, and every day we were getting up and filming different things, and they have to do their cuts and all this other stuff. We filmed in June. It didn't launch till March of the next year. Whoa. So we just was sitting there waiting for this thing to launch, and we didn't realize how big this thing was going to be. We were just like, "Oh, it's just another Cake Wars or whatever." Because if you watch Cake Wars, the contestants come and they go.
Yeah.
With us, we were like different characters.
Yeah.
And we were on each episode. So you didn't get a chance to see us go and then just come and go to forget about us or whatever. We were there. And so that happened. It launched, and like I said, overnight it was just like, what the hell? And I started getting all these requests from different countries and stuff to mail cakes and stuff. I was like, oh my gosh, what is this? They don't prepare you for it either. Like, so I didn't know how to handle the whole TV thing. And then Bojangles came, and then shout out to Cupid because he lent me his manager, Eva Noel. Because I passed up a few things because I just didn't know what to do with
Overwhelming.
But I was like, well, Cupid, Bryson, hey, can she do something like this? And he was like, yeah. And so I called her. She negotiated the contract. She negotiated for my assistant to come out. We flew out to North Carolina. They gave us the red carpet and everything. So it was nice.
So you enjoyed overall. It was a good experience.
Yes. Definitely wouldn't take back anything, even though I didn't win. And I joke about it, like for the people who come to the truck or whatever. Yeah, I should have won. But
I mean, no, you should have won. You should have won.
Yeah, I wouldn't take away that experience for anything. What happened was what was supposed to happen. And it was good for me. I can't ask for anything more.
No, I feel like if you would have won, you probably would have went in this direction rather than this direction. And I feel like you get more out of the direction you've taken now. You know what I'm saying?
And who knows what's to come.
Exactly.
So I'm just going to accept it for what it was, for what it is.
It was a stepping stone for you.
Exactly. And, it is what it is.
It is what it is, yeah. What it is. Like, so I know you can't say too much about it. So let me ask you this. What did you enjoy about it while you were there?
The people.
The people?
First thing that comes to mind is the people. I formed genuine connections with those people there. So Johnny and Andrew, even though I lost to Andrew, that was one of like my best friends on the show. Like, it was just some people who were kind of just like me, especially Andrew, because I admired Andrew because I told him that I find that I wear my creativity in my shoes and sometimes my clothes, but mostly my shoes, because I kind of tailor it down because I'm still in that mode where I don't want to fully express myself and scare off people or whatever. He's green hair, glasses, all this other stuff. He's living his truth and he doesn't care. He has a cockroach for a pet. So he's living his truth, okay? And me, I might want to change my hair color, but I'm like, no, that's just not.
And no cockroaches either.
Definitely no cockroach. We're not doing the cockroach thing, but so I genuinely love the people who I was on the show with.
Do you still stay in touch with them, or?
Yeah, we had like a whole group chat. We did videos, social media stuff afterwards. I did fall off from the group chat a little bit, but that was only because sometimes mentally you just have to kind of
you gotta get yourself together.
Exactly. But either way, they still understand. Like, I can still go visit them and talk to them. Hey, how you doing? This and that. Yeah.
So what didn't you like about that?
The COVID test.
Well, you had to do it every episode or something? Or?
Oh my gosh. I think it was like almost every other episode because this was I think it was 2022. My mind is foggy, but I think it was it was 2022. So we were still in that time where it wasn't where it hit, but it was still a thing where we were wearing masks and all that other stuff. So they wanted to be safe. So we had to wear masks to the set. We didn't take it off until we started filming.
Okay.
And then we had to get that nose test.
Yeah, they touch your brain.
Every other day. It was freaking ridiculous.
Tells you what you're thinking.
Miserable. And then also, we were stuck in our hotel. We couldn't do anything else because of, which is understandable, the safety of the crew and everybody else. Like, we just couldn't go walking down the street. We had to be chaperoned in a group. So it was just a little weird because I like to explore. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, you can't go nowhere. You might get sick. And ruin the whole show.
We don't want that to happen. We don't want that to happen. So I was curious about that, because, it's amazing. You on Netflix. You know that? Netflix.
Well, and that's the crazy part, right? So I was talking to my hairdresser and I was like, it was weird because people from other states and everything kind of see you as this star.
Yeah.
Or whatever. But when you come home, some people will be like, "Oh, she's this, she's it," and some people will be like, "Oh, that's just Nina."
Yeah.
So it kind of humbles you.
Yeah. Right.
Even though I don't need to be humbled, I'm already humbled. I'm like, "Yo, I'm just Nina," and
right.
People would be like, "Okay, Nina, I graduated.
Yeah.
It's just what it is."
Right. Right. Yeah. Man, I wanted to ask this too. What do you think about the host? Were you cool with the host?
Yeah. I don't. You know what? Online, he had like a few like negatives.
Yeah, that's why I was wondering because I'm like, I watched him, on Saturday Night Live, I believe.
Yes.
Yeah. So, but I was like, okay, like, I was kind of curious what your take was since you actually know him.
No, I mean, I know him from Wildin' Out, actually.
Yes, that's
Wildin' Out.
That's right.
So, and he was like, Nina, that was a long time ago. I was like, I know, but that's why I know you.
Yeah, that's right.
I was a Mad TV girl.
Yes, I love Mad TV.
Exactly.
Mad TV over SNL all day.
Sorry. Yeah. So I didn't watch a lot of SNL except for when it was like the Eddie Murphy era or whatever. But he was the sweetest guy. He's funny. He's kind of quirky funny, but he's funny.
Right.
And he's very thoughtful.
Yeah.
So he knew, like, in our studio room, we didn't have TVs or anything like that.
Yeah.
So he was like, do I need to pause?
Oh, you can if you gotta get it.
Oh.
Okay.
I just didn't want the noise.
Look, see how busy she is?
Sorry.
Yeah. We might edit this out. I don't know. But hey, she getting calls. Don't worry about it.
I'm
She's
a busy
busy.
Girl.
Yeah.
So he was very thoughtful. We didn't have TVs or games in our room. I guess they didn't want us to see anything. I don't
didn't have TV?
We were just so when one person was probably filming something or a group of people were filming and we were just in our room, it'd probably be 3 or 4 hours that we're sitting there doing nothing, right?
Did you have your phone?
No.
What you doing? Reading?
Yes, or talking to the other person. Hey, can you hear me? Like the person next door.
So y'all was in prison?
I don't want to say that. No, we weren't in prison, but we were bored. Okay, and he knew this, right? Because we were talking to set, and he was like, "All right, I think a week or two into the set, he gives us all gifts, and it's these etch-a-sketches, so we can etch." It was the cutest thing ever, and
that's
it was
very thoughtful.
It was very thoughtful. And he's just an amazing person to me. I didn't understand the reviews online. I didn't like the host. What I liked. I loved him.
Yeah. I wanted to get your take on that. Yeah, because you know him firsthand. So I wondered, how was this newfound fame for you though?
Weird. Weird. See, when it first dropped, I would go like, neighborhood Walmart or even Target or whatever, and are you the girl from Netflix? I was like, yeah, that's me. And you're going with no makeup, a hat on, you're like not wanting to be seen. Yeah. And here's people are seeing you.
Oh yeah.
And then when you go to the airport, like I was in North Carolina, and a flight attendant or something came running, and she's like, "They said you were from Netflix." I was like, "Yeah." I thought she was giving me first class flight or something. I was like, ready. I was like, "Yeah, that's me." She was like, "Oh, can we get a picture?" Oh, okay. Yeah.
Yeah, you should have told her this comes with a bump.
Okay, yeah. So it's weird because I've never been like that person, like people want to take a picture with me, so that I still get that till this day.
Right.
Like, come and take a picture with. Can you get off the food truck and come take a picture with my daughter? And I'm like, sure. Like, I don't have nothing to do.
Yeah.
But I don't mind. I told them, like, I totally don't mind. If I'm not too busy, I would definitely get off the truck and take a picture. If I can't, I'll look back, I'll smile through the window so you can get a picture with me or whatever. It still feels weird that people want to do that, but I don't know. I just thank God every day that this is my life. This is what's happening to me. Not many people can say that.
No.
Yeah.
I don't know a lot of people that can say they've been on Netflix.
Right. So I could die today. Not that I want to die today.
No, we don't want that. Yeah.
But and say I've lived an amazing life. Like I've done that.
Yeah. You're not done too, though. You're not
no,
done.
we got more planes to jump out of, more carnivals.
What?
Yeah,
you got
we
what?
do that kind of stuff.
Who's we?
Me and my mom.
You and your mama do that? Y'all going skydiving?
My mom is the major adventurous one.
Really?
We've gone that was almost 20 years ago. We went skydiving. We were on our way to go hang gliding, and they canceled it because the winds were too high. So we couldn't do that. We've been surfing. We've been mountain. I've climbed a mountain in St. Lucia. That was freaking amazing. I thought I was about to die.
I would have thought that too. Climbing a mountain, that's usually what you think about when you're climbing a mountain.
But that's kind of who I am. I'm like, that looks interesting. Let me go do that. And I'm not like at 175, that's just not the thing you do at that weight. No. You don't climb a mountain at that weight. It took a while, but we got there. We got it.
So, I didn't know there was a weight limit on mountain.
Not necessarily, but when you're in a seat and you have to, there's some ropes, there's some rocks you have to climb. Okay, I don't know about you. I'm a woman, and I'm a little heavy, and I'm trying to pull my weight up. It's a lot, especially when I'm trying to do like aerial silk. That's one of my hobbies, whatever. On the little curtain thingy.
Oh, you do that?
It's called aerial silk. Yeah, I used to have one in my house, in my loft, but you got to be a certain weight because you can't just try. It's a lot. This is a lot.
So you actually had somebody come to your loft. Can you hang up the curtains right here?
Well, no,
there?
See, I purchased one. Like there's this whole triangle thingy.
So you did it yourself. You installed it yourself. Okay.
Yeah. I used to rent them out. Yeah.
What? Really?
Yeah.
So you used to teach people how to do this?
No. It was this one lady who was doing an aerial silk type of situation in Dallas. Yeah. And she was like, hey, they told me I can find somebody with this rig, because it's a rig.
Okay.
In Dallas, would you rent it out? And I was like, ching. Okay. Hello, ching. That's why I did it. I'm really not that money hungry, but it's a thing.
Yeah.
And I was like, yeah, that's me. Yeah, that's me. And I rented it out. I went set it up for her, and she went do her little thing, and we went tear it down. Thank you, Drew, and bring it home.
Yeah.
And it just stayed in my little loft, and there was a nice little entertainment piece. I guess.
Damn.
I was single.
Wow, I didn't know all this. So what's the next step for adventure then? What are you and mom doing?
So hang gliding is one of those things where it's contingent. It can cancel on the same day. So it's kind of hard for us to plan that. So we're probably going to try to do skiing again or snowboarding.
Okay.
Yeah, I love snowboarding, so that
Never
might
been.
be.
Where you going for that?
The last time I went was Vegas. So we might look to Vegas or Lake Tahoe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And where y'all want to go hang gliding at?
Hang gliding, we were going to stay in Chattanooga, Tennessee. It's in Rising Fawn, Georgia.
Man, y'all do a lot of research to find these places.
Well, I just be doing shit. Okay. It wasn't the smartest idea to book first class flights and everything and hotels to go on something that's contingent upon weather.
Yeah, might cancel.
It was kind of dumb, but we did it. I mean, I did it.
Yeah.
And it got canceled. It is what it is. I have a flight credit, so we'll just go and do something else.
So have you went bungee jumping yet?
Yeah. That was actually my first adventure in high school. My senior trip.
What?
Cancun, Mexico.
Oh, okay. Cancun. Yeah.
I won a free bungee jump. I'm not going to tell you how, but I won
one. Bungee jumping. Okay. Yes. Skydiving already, but you're going to again.
Oh, yeah, we may. Yeah.
So what else y'all trying to do? You scuba diving?
There's not much that we have. We did scuba. There's not much that we haven't done. Really?
Really?
Yeah, we've been doing a lot. That's kind of like our bonding thing. We went parasailing, surfing.
Where you went surfing at?
Hawaii.
Yeah?
We did Hawaii.
Man, y'all be traveling.
Yeah. Carnival. Okay, let's go back to let's go back to Trinidad.
Trinidad. Okay, so it wasn't because of Netflix. All right.
So if anybody in Trinidad or any of the islands are watching, I love Carnival.
They're gonna watch because you gonna let them watch it. You gonna tell them to watch it.
Hello.
Yeah.
Carnival is my shit.
Yeah.
Okay. I mean, the big feathers, the half nakedness. That's me. That's me. That's me. And drink.
No.
No. No. But I mean, it's like Mardi Gras times 10.
That's what I heard.
So I haven't been to Mardi Gras in a long time because I'm always over there.
Is it around the same time?
Yes. So the Trinidad one is around the same time. Barbados, which we've done, that's in August. St. Lucia is more around the Barbados time, so that's not during Mardi Gras, but most of them are. Trinidad is one of the biggest, and then I want to make my way to Brazil because that's one of the biggest as well. But I don't know. That's my thing.
Yeah.
It costs a lot.
I would assume. I mean,
it costs a lot.
I heard it's a lot of people too.
It's a lot of people.
Yeah.
It's a lot of fun. It's a lot of drinking. It's a lot of partying. Like, no lie, I was drinking like 6 o'clock in the morning. Like that's the kind of stuff they do out there. Like there's no sleep. There's no like you're there for like maybe 4 or 5 days. It lasts actually longer than that, but that's all I can do at this age. Like you should have caught me in my 20s.
Yeah.
Okay, but we're here now, and I give them a good 4 or 5 days, and I'm up at 6 o'clock in the morning. I got whatever they got drinking out there. Be strong.
Yeah.
Like some rum punch with, I don't know what they be putting in there, but one year it knocked me on my butt to the point where I missed the whole carnival. That must
have been a lot then.
Yeah, I missed the whole carnival. But we made it through.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
wow.
That's my favorite thing to do.
I see that. So you like to have a good time.
I do.
You like to have a good time.
Oh, that's been my thing my whole life.
Yeah.
A good time.
Yeah.
I like smiling. I like laughing. I like just having fun.
Yeah.
That's life.
Keep doing that. That's why I'm so surprised that you were like, man, it was like whenever you get to a point to where it's like either too much or you get, kind of hurt about something that you kind of get into a cocoon for a while.
But that's it's funny how, because I started examining that type of stuff, and I'm the type of person that I won't just say, just because I'm not familiar with it, I won't be like, oh, that's not right.
Yeah.
I'm the type of person to try to understand what that other person is feeling or what's going on. So that, and now it's like, it's funny how the brain works or how your mental works, because you can look like this on the outside, or you can be happy in this at one point, but then your mind, your mental just goes somewhere south, and you're like, what is going on?
Right.
Like, what is happening? So that's why I encourage therapy.
Yeah.
Because therapy allows you to kind of explore that and understand like what's going on, and kind of cope or deal with
learn how to
right. Instead of just trying to exist and be like, oh, I don't need therapy.
Right.
I can deal with this on my own. Meanwhile, you're actually hurting, and you're hurting other people. And why would I want to do that?
Yeah.
I want to be genuinely happy all the freaking time.
Right.
That's not normal, but that's what I want to achieve.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, yeah.
I mean, therapy is like, it's taboo, especially in our community.
Right.
But yeah, I definitely agree that everybody needs an outlet, and I don't see why that one would be, it's frowned upon. I know back in the day too, years ago too, with our parents and everything, and how they had to deal with stuff. That's kind of what was going on. But we're trying to break that, that cycle. So yeah, shout out to you for doing that though.
Thank you.
Yeah, like people need to understand that. Like, you got to take care of yourself, mentally, physically, emotionally, and taking care of others as well.
Yes.
So yeah, that's good. That's good. I'm going to shift gears though.
Okay.
Because now it's time to see if Nina Charles can be trusted. So we got this new thing now.
Okay.
So let me get it in.
Let's take my jacket off for this one.
So I'm going to step out the way a little bit. So
okay. All right.
Is it in the shot? Is it in the shot, John? It's in the shot? All right. So this is what you're going to do. This is what we call can't be trusted, Will, right? So we got a number of things to see it's going to land on. So you're going to spin it, right? And whatever it lands on, I have a question for you.
Okay. Are we ready?
Go ahead. See what
Are
you
you
got.
Vanna White?
Yes. Vanna Black. Let's see. Crawfish.
Woo!
All right, so this is right up your alley. This is right up your alley. All right.
Crawfish?
I know you eat crawfish, and we know that you used to eat Chinese crawfish, so it's not bad. Being that you are a lady that likes to have her nails done and all that good stuff, do you wear gloves when you eat crawfish?
No, who does? No, that is so faux pas. I actually look at you funny if you eat crawfish with gloves. Like, that's a Texas thing.
See? There you go. So, look, well, you can be trusted. Nina Charles can be trusted. She does not wear gloves to eat crawfish. I know people who do that, so please. I needed to ask. So, look, you were the first guest of mine to be able to use this wheel. So you guys are going to see it in the next episodes as well. Shout out to John. John actually came up with this idea.
Nice.
So yes. So Miss Nina Charles can be trusted.
Oh my gosh, I'm interested to see what the rest.
The other ones? Well, you got to tune into the other episodes so you can see. You got to tune into the other episodes to see. Yes. So we got that. So let me ask you. How can people find you? Let's go there, and then I got another one for you.
Okay,
how can people find you?
Let's start with the businesses. Now that I'm focusing mainly on Nina Creole, so they can go on all the social media platforms and search for Nina Creole. It'll pop up. Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, TikTok, whatever. Nina Bakes Cakes. Yes. So the cake part of it, we have Nina Bakes Cakes out there on Instagram, TikTok, Facebook. And then me personally, because I do want to get to the point where it just kind of it's Nina, the influencer or whatnot. So Nina Maria, okay, not Marie, Maria Charles is out there. She's on Instagram. She's out on there. Facebook.
You gotta find her.
Right. She's on TikTok. All right. And this year we're going to be focused on putting out more video content.
Okay.
So you'll get to see me do more of the is it cake type of things. So you'll see me probably cut into you, and you might be cake.
Oh, damn. Okay. You do heart surgery and everything. So
right, heart surgery. All right.
You might. Oh, that'd probably be good, like a Halloween theme, if you do like a body or not. Oh yeah. Okay. See, we're on something. All right.
Hello. But for the food truck, I'm sorry.
Yeah. No,
that is Nina Creole. Nina Creole. We're mostly at there's this new food truck park on the north side.
Yes.
It's called Park Des Oaks. So we're mostly over there. But ninacreole.com, I post a month schedule and you can find me there.
Yeah. Now look, when she's cooking, y'all give her some time to come and talk to y'all and take pictures and everything, right?
Exactly.
Y'all don't want her to mess up y'all meals that y'all order and pay for, because then y'all gonna want to try to bad talk and everything. Right?
Oh, right.
So we don't want that.
No.
Yeah, so what's next for Nina Charles?
Oh my gosh. I don't know. And that's a legit, like I don't know. Because I've never been like a planner or organized. So it's crazy because I'm discovering this new self. Maybe I'm growing up.
Yeah.
Maybe I'm growing up.
Okay.
Okay. So I'm learning how to plan. I'm learning how to organize and all this other stuff. So it's like, I told myself the last weeks of of 2023, I was going to take off. And since minor adjustments in organizing and planning has worked for 2023, how does that look for 2024? Mm-hmm. How does it look reviewing your quarters, your goals, your yearly planning and all that other stuff?
Right.
So I haven't had a chance to really sit down and think. I know I do want an additional food truck.
Okay.
I know I want to take Nina Creole to heights that I've never imagined.
Yes.
Right. And I do want to do more of the social media content.
Yeah.
So some of that, not solid, but we're getting there.
Yeah. Y'all getting there. I did have an idea. You might have already done it already, or you might be doing it. But if you were to do like a on the weekend, like a cooking class, for either baking or cooking, I think you'd have a big turnout. You have to have like a spot to do it, but I think you have a big turnout. Though.
Yeah, I think I did put that on my list because there were a few people who asked me if I offer like classes on what I do and how to show my technique or whatever. So I do want to incorporate that in there. I didn't have time last year, but we're gonna look since I'm grown up now.
Yeah.
We're gonna look to plan and organize it.
Yeah. Well, take your time though. All right. We don't want you to get
Right. Oh, no overwhelm.
All right. You gotta put yourself first. You gotta put your happiness first. So we'll do that. Yeah. I'm so glad that we were able to. Well, you were able to take some time out of your busy schedule and get with us. And like, look, she forgot about me. Let's just say that she forgot about me.
No,
right? But she was able to plug me in, so we got this today. So I'm very thankful. You giving us John and I the time to sit down with you and get to know you better, and that the rest of the world can get to know Nina Charles better. So
thanks for having me.
Thank you for that.
Thank you,
guys. You have tuned into a very fun episode. Very fun episode with Miss Nina Charles. Thanks watching again, guys. Appreciate it. Until next time. See y'all later. Yeah, you did good. Yeah. Okay. You did good. That was fun.
Hi, I'm Nina Charles, and I'm sort of a celebrity. I'm here with Louisiana On Fire. I am with Nina Based Cakes, Nina Creole, and you can find me on either all the socials, actually, Nina Maria Charles, Nina Creole, or Nina Based Cakes.
What's up, Louisiana? Thanks for watching another episode of Louisiana On Fire. Make sure to like, subscribe, and share. Oh, and don't forget to hit that bell so you can be notified for the next episode.